Gold, gold, gold! These days in Habby's Archero, it seems like a finite resource you can't secure enough of. Well, in this gameplay video guide, I'm going to share my best strategies as of August 2020 to secure more of that gold, so you farm the right way and maximize your gold accumulation in less time per day. Coming up! What's up, guys? It's your boy Gazda, back at it again with another new guide for my Archero series. I made this video because I got a lot of feedback on my Sapphire guide video saying you wanted a gold guide since you were after that more so than the blue gems. So thanks for all the comments, keep it coming, love the feedback and support. So in this video I played all the normal chapters again to pinpoint the most lucrative strategy to farm that moolah. Spoiler, it is not the chapter and strategy you think. If you stick around towards the end of the video, I will share my strategy that by my calculations can net me over 602,000 gold per week in a little over 2 hours of work per week for free. If you don't stick around, well,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Also, throughout the video, I will share 3 bonus tips that are optional to maximize your gold a bit higher, but they are tips aimed at more endgame players really needing gold, so keep that in mind. Before we begin, if you're new to my channel and my Archero series, this is where I play Habby's Archero, available on Android and iOS, and I dive into tips, tricks, gear, strategy, and more 2 to 3 times per week while keeping it fun and entertaining. So if that floats your boat, then I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to never miss an upload. And while you're at it, smash like and share this video with your Archero friends because it greatly helps out my channel against the monolithic YouTube enterprise. Also, you should do it because F's in the chat, I sliced my left index finger open last night. Let's begin. Here's how we're going to do this. On screen, you can see my Excel document. There are 3 tiers, one for top gold, which is based on running the chapter, how much gold I received. The second tier is fastest gold per minute, which is most bang for your buck in gold versus time. And the third is top overall, which is me blending both the first 2 tiers together that maximize gold in your time. This document has functions implemented to average out time and gold. I ran every single chapter on normal mode 3 times each and recorded the time to complete to decide what chapters are worth your time for gold and which aren't. Your time may vary as I have completed the game, so I can run each chapter much faster, but it should still prove viable for you no matter where you are at. You can download this Excel file for free below. There is a link in the description box for you to play around with it, delete the numbers, run the chapters based on where you're at, and find your best chapters to maximize your time. I'm assuming you're at or near the end game and need massive amounts of gold, so here's what I was able to discover. Keep in mind, again, I ran each chapter 3 times on normal mode and I didn't take the second wheel after a boss for further gold. I also didn't calculate chapter 16 because it's a really difficult chapter and not worth farming even for me at this point, even though I beat it. Just too inconsistent. For the first tier, top gold overall, here is the spoiler. Based on my data running the chapters, the highest gold earning chapter with run 1 at 20,838, 2 at 21,624, and 3 at 19,062 to average 20,508 gold and a total of 61,524 is Chapter 14 Eskimo Lands. Yes, the Boss Rush Hell chapter is the new crowned highest gold earning chapter. I understand it may not be the most viable for a lot of people, but it is the best gold earning chapter right now. In second place, for top gold, we have a solid consistent winner with the 3 runs bringing me 17,958, 18,349, and 17,836 respectively for an average of 18,047 and a total of 54,143 gold, Chapter 13 Lava Lands. I also talked about this being a great chapter in my Sapphire video guide. You can watch here after you finish watching this video. And finally, taking the bronze in the top gold tier even though it isn't very viable for most to farm with gold intake of 12,793, 16,105, and 16,080, averaging 14,992, totaling 44,978 gold, is Chapter 15 Pharaoh's Chamber. It isn't consistent even for me to farm, but the numbers don't lie on gold. Time for bonus tip number 1. This is a quick one. I was rushing to finish this guide, and so I oftentimes took no damage on bosses and got the devil. But a quick tip to maximize your gold is just make sure you take a smidge of damage to get the wheel and more than likely spin for gold. And if you want to spend the time to watch the ad for a chance at gems or gold, you can do so after on that second wheel. Alright, now let's move into the second tier, gold per minute. If all you care about is time and want to maximize gold in as quick of time as possible, this list is for you. I was able to complete this chapter in less than 3 minutes on average, meaning I could run this chapter twice as many times as the second place finisher we will get to momentarily in the same amount of time. Coming in at 8,839, 7,049, and 6,598 for an average of 7,566, and a total after 3 runs of 22,486, and an average of 2 minutes and 50 seconds completion rate, we have Chapter 7, Barons of Shadow. Second place goes to Chapter 10, Abandoned Dungeon, with an average clear time of 5 minutes and 35 seconds, and an average of 11,732. Gold with 13,303, 10,415, and 11,480 respectively, for a total of 35,198 gold. Finally, sitting in the third spot with runs of 7,811, 7,892, and 6,273 for an average of 7,325 and a total of 21,976 and an average clear time of 4 minutes and 6 seconds, you have Chapter 6, Cave of Bones. Before we move on to the top overall and more so my epic strategy of farming, let's share bonus tip number 2. This one is super easy and might be to the chagrin of many, but remember, I said these gold maximizing tips were aimed at mostly endgame players. To me, endgame means you're pretty set on your gear and got what you need and want to play with, so this tip is for them. Hungry for that liquid yellow. Fuse all your leftover gear you don't want and won't use into epic and dismantle it. You get a chunk of scrolls and 14,000 gold per dismantle. Is it a game changer? No, but it's like the logic of a penny saved is a penny earned thing, and if you're just gonna sit on it in your inventory and never use it, you might as well just clean shop and get something for it. Don't be a hoarder. Every bit helps if you're really hungry for gold. I don't recommend dismantling anything other than epic. You don't get enough value back in gold or in scrolls. Keep in mind that as of the making of this video in August of 2020, you can't dismantle perfect epic, legendary, or ancient legendary yet, so don't fuse it past epic or you're stuck with it. Okay, now we have arrived at what I believe is the top of the list, king of the hill, a number 1 tier. This is my amalgamation of factoring in quickest to run yet also most profitable, and here's what I got, boys and girls. Averaging a clear time of 6 minutes and 7 seconds, average gold of 20,508 per run for a total of 61,524 after 3 runs is Chapter 14 Eskimo Lands. Second place is Chapter 13 Lava Lands with 9 minutes and 30 seconds clear time, 18,047 average gold, totaling 54,143. And in third, we have Chapter 10 Abandoned Dungeon with a clear time average of 5 minutes and 35 seconds, average gold of 11,732 for a total of 35,198. Now some of you might ask, why isn't Chapter 10 my second overall pick? And honestly, the reasoning is because yes, it takes me twice as long practically to beat Chapter 13 once, but after 3 runs I had over 19,000 more gold, and this tier is to balance time and gold accumulation. Bonus tip number 3 is self-explanatory, but go further in the game to maximize gold accumulation in daily quests. The quests scale at whatever chapter you are at, so make sure you clear all hero chapters you can also so that the game pumps up your gold received during daily quests. Now, You have all been very patient, so I'm going to unveil my new strategy for farming a ton of gold in a week with as little time invested as possible. I hope you have been enjoying the video, and if so, do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to never miss my next uploads. Okay, you are going to utilize 2 run strategies depending on the day and the daily quests offered. Each strategy costs 20 energy, so in theory, you can farm even more than I'm suggesting if you want to play more and watch the ads for energy and such, but I'm assuming you do this only popping in to burn 20 energy and then bounce per day. You're a busy man / woman after all. On days when Up Close Dangers is not offered as a daily, you run Strategy 1, otherwise it is Strategy 2. Strategy 1 is Temple Run, then Eskimo Lands twice, get a rune box for some gold, collect your daily reward with the ad for a bit higher bonus, and then click Battle Pass if applicable. This entire sequence takes me about 20 minutes and I get at a minimum 58,000 gold. For Strategy 2, it's going to be the exact same setup but run Up Close Dangers instead of Eskimo Lands. In my Up Close Danger runs, because I have beat the game, I'm netting 45,000 gold per run and can clear it in about 5 minutes. So that's about 90,000 or more in about 10 minutes. So this entire strategy gets me about 107,000 or more gold in 17 minutes. Just run these strategies every day, cycling through once per day, and you can see how I can net about 602,000 gold per week minimum in about 2 hours, and with this strategy, so can you. And that is it. There's the guide. Did you find it helpful? Let me know down below and let me know what chapters you're planning to run to maximize your gold intake. Love to read it. Don't forget, you can grab this Excel file for free in this description box down below. We're on the end screen now. What a journey. These guides take a lot out of me. The fun doesn't have to end though. Watch to the left whatever my newest video is, or check out something YouTube is recommending to you personally instead. As always, I'm your hostess with the mostest, Gazda. See you for the next one.